what you have now is a healthy Joe Burrow. The kryptonite of Patrick Mahomes is healthy. Now, this is, again, way too early prediction.
And you have long hair Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
You have Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin
okay,
Burrow.
let's go.
Yeah,
Bring the
Anakin
Sith.
Skywalker.
Anakin Burrow.
Like, if you put him right next to Christian Haydenson and then you put Joe Burrow right now, and they're like spitting images of Anakin Skywalker. I think, oh man, I think it's the Ravens' division to lose.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think it's going to come down to that whole win-loss within the division between the Bengals and the Ravens. I still think both of them can make it into the playoffs quite easily based on the strength of schedule.
I had the Bengals right behind them with 12-5. I do like what they did with the offensive line to kind of keep Joe Burrow upright. That's what you need, right? The key is to keep Joe Burrow healthy.
Yep.
Last year was a freak injury, non-contact injury. We hate to see that. But I think that this is the year that Joe Burrow stays healthy for the year, and we see a 12-5 Bengals team. I didn't like that they got rid of Tyler Boyd, but I also like that they ended up getting the wide receiver from Alabama, Jermaine Burton. He reminds me a lot of kind of like a Kenny Stills. Not necessarily your big number one guy, but very athletic, and he can make some plays for you. So, and let's not forget that they still have Jamar Jackson. They still got Jamar Chase, and they have T. Higgins. So, I think that it's going to be a battle in the North between the Ravens and the Bengals.
Bengals, I see this as a kind of a comeback ish type of a year. I got them at 10-7. I do feel like Burrow coming off of another injury year. I think we're gonna get a full year of Burrow finally, for the first time in a couple of years. But we got to remember that they did lose, I think their offensive coordinator. So new offensive scheme being built into that team right now. And, there's a little bit of, I think this team is going to switch a little bit before the season even starts. Another bold take I have is that I'm not sure T. Higgins makes it with them into the season. We always see one or two of these moves happen, like, closer as we get closer to the season, and like T. Higgins hasn't showed up to OTAs. T. Higgins has already requested a trade. He wants to be paid, and all of a sudden I keep hearing about their rookie wide receiver Jermaine Burton all the time. I'm hearing all these things about Jermaine Burton. He's doing so well in rookie camp. All these things happening. These things may go hand in hand. My thought is, with that happening, I think this team is gonna kind of take a little bit of a rework. I still have them going positive, and I still have them being the second best team in this division.
So, if T. Higgins goes, where does he go to? Does he go to the rival with the Ravens? Because the Ravens could use.
Ravens have a policy of not. They have a no good wide receiver policy. It's in their mission statement. We shall never have a Pro Bowl receiver on our team.
I think there's a couple landing spots T. Higgins could take. I think he wants to be a one. He wants to go a place where he could be a one. Stranger things has happened. That there's the Chargers are kind of still wide open for that position. With the failure of Quentin Johnson last year, their first round draft pick. That there's position opening there, and then I think my wildest kind of dream is and Scooter's gonna love this, because I think it's possible that the Bills finally make a good move and try. I don't know. Mind you. I don't think
put that out there, Theo.
I don't think they can pay him. Though. So that's
their cap is too tight.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem there.
Can we just go back? The last time that Theo made a prediction on a wide receiver getting traded, it ended up being Hollywood Brown to the Chiefs, and then that came to reality like 4 weeks ago.
Don't put that out there in the world.
All I'm saying.
Not do
so
that.
If he's right again, he is now the Oracle. He's the Oracle.
If you see a large, if you're right, if you're that was a good one. If you're right, there's a good chance you're going to see an oversized, large Mexican at your front door.
Oh, no.
Because I do not want to see T. Higgins going to the Buffalo
division.
Bills.
Yeah,
No.
that'd be pretty terrible. That'd be pretty terrible for the Dolphins. But I listen. I'm
He
just
won't be
saying.
there to mow the lawn. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
$20 is $20, guys.
Oh.
That was